chilling images of the lynching in Maharashtra. Two sadhus of the Juna Akhada and their driver lynched by a mob of over 200 villagers. What is even more shocking, the Maharashtra police, instead of protecting the sadhus, left them at the mercy of the mob. The Sadhu Samaj now plans a massive protest after the lockdown.
ओसे में नागाओं को आह्वान कर दिया है, लेकर के लाखों नागा, करोड़ों नागा कूच करेंगे। इसलिए कूच करेंगे कि संतों को निरापराध मारने से मतलब होता है कि अब महाराष्ट्र में संत सुरक्षित नहीं है।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath speak to Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray for a fair probe. An FIR has now been filed against 101 villagers.
जो भी लोग इसमें आग लगाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, आग ना लगाए। ये कोई मजहब की बात नहीं है, सिर्फ गलतफहमी जो हुई इस कारण इनकी हत्या हुई, लेकिन इसके बावजूद हम किसी को भी छोड़ने वाले नहीं।
Mob Raj in Maharashtra, that's our top focus on India First. Maharashtra is also hailed as the land of the saints. Samarth Guru Ramdas, Sant Gyaneshwar, Sant Tukaram, Sant Eknath Ji. And in the land of saints, we've had two saints associated with the Juna Akhada and their driver lynched by a mob. Now, was this a case of just mistaken identity, or is there something far more sinister? Is there more to it than meets the eye? Lynching in lockdown. That's our top focus story. I'm Gaurav Sawant. As we talk about a lynching in lockdown, let me before that give you the bigger picture about India's war on novel coronavirus. And as on date, take a look at the numbers on your television screen. 17,656 coronavirus cases across our country. 559 people have lost their lives. But the silver lining is 2,842 people have recovered. This is the Health Ministry data as on 9 p.m. this evening. Let me also now take you through some of the top developments in different parts of our country, and let me begin with Maharashtra. We won't just focus on Palghar. Let me take you through the figures in Maharashtra, and that's where the numbers are alarmingly high. The total number of COVID-19 cases in Maharashtra inching closer to the 5,000 mark. 466 new cases emerging in the past 24 hours. The death toll due to coronavirus in Maharashtra now stands at 232. Mumbai remains the worst hit city with more than 3,000 cases and more than 135 deaths. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee has written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Mamta Banerjee has objected to centre's decision to send two interministerial central teams to Bengal. Mamta Banerjee insists that the government teams arrived in Kolkata without intimating the state government and said that the central team's observations were a figment of their imagination. Kerala has rolled back some of its relaxations after the centre's objection to dilution of curbs. The state government has decided not to allow the plying of buses in cities or opening of restaurants or pillion riding on two-wheelers. Barber shops and saloons in the state will also remain shut. Our top focus story on the broadcast is the lynching of two saints and their driver associated with the Juna Akhada in Palghar. Now, not only was the lynching very shocking, what was even more shocking was the fact that one of the sadhus, 70 years old, he approached a Maharashtra policeman for help, literally pleading with him to save his life. But the Maharashtra police, and watch these images, virtually fed them to the wolves. Divyesh with our top story tonight.
These images have sent shockwaves across the country. The barbaric visuals are from Maharashtra's Palghar. Two elderly men and their driver are lynched by villagers as a policeman watches. The villagers suspected the victims to be thieves. The incident occurred when three men from Kandivali in Mumbai were headed towards Surat in a car to attend a funeral on Thursday night. Around 10 p.m., they are turned back from the border with Dadra and Nagar Haveli. They did not have any pass to travel during the lockdown. An hour later, their vehicle is stopped and attacked by villagers. The driver calls the police for help. A team from Kasa police station in Palghar reaches the spot at 11:30 p.m. The police try to rescue the trio, but the mob continues to beat the sadhu. One of the cops can be seen stepping aside. The victims' cries for mercy are ignored, they are beaten to death, and the cops too are assaulted. The Maharashtra government has suspended 2 policemen in connection with the lynching. Over 100 arrests have been made.
ह्यातले 5 जे मुख्य आरोपी आहेत ते आज तुरुंगात आहेत. पुलिस क्या कर रही है, सरकार क्या कर रही है? किया ना, कर रहे हैं, हमने किया, किसी को नहीं बख्शा और किसी को भी हम छोड़ेंगे नहीं. गलतफहमी जो हुई इस कारण इनकी हत्या होगी, लेकिन इसके बावजूद हम किसी को भी छोड़ने वाले नहीं.
The BJP has questioned the alleged inaction by the cops.
मानवता को भी शर्म आए इस प्रकार की ये क्रूरता है. सबसे शर्मनाक बात यह है कि पुलिस के सामने इस प्रकार से भीड़ लोगों को मारती है.
कई वीडियो में तो ऐसा लग रहा है पुलिस वाले भीड़ के हवाले साधु सन्यासी कर रहे हैं. वो साधु पुलिस वालों को पकड़ने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, बाहर छुड़ा के भाग रहे हैं. हत्यारे तो दोषी हैं ही, पुलिस भी इसमें कम दोषी नहीं है.
The Saint community is too incensed over the incident.
यदि ये कार्रवाई नहीं होती है 3 तारीख के बाद मैं अखिल भारतीय अखाड़ा परिषद के 13 अखाड़ों के पदाधिकारी एवं अखाड़ा परिषद के महामंत्री हरिगिरीश को चर्चा करके ओसीएम नागाओं को आह्वान कर दिया है. लेकर के लाखों नागा, करोड़ों नागा कूच करेंगे.
The Home Ministry has stepped in seeking a report from the state government while the attack is being blamed on rumors of theft. The police cannot wash their hands of the security failure. Just 2 days ago, a team of doctors and the police were attacked in the region based on the same suspicion. With Tanushri Pandey, Bureau Report, India Today.
Joining me now on the broadcast is Rakesh Sinha, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, a thinker of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh and a leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Clyde Castro represents the ruling NCP combined. Of course, in the Maharashtra government, he's a spokesperson of the NCP. And T.R. Kakkar is former Special Secretary, Internal Security, Ministry of Home Affairs, former Delhi Police Commissioner, with us on the broadcast. But Rakesh Sinha, I want to come to you first. Uddhav Thackeray, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, says there is no communal angle. More than 100 people have been taken into custody. 2 police inspectors have been suspended. Why is it that you say, or the BJP says, there's more to it than meets the eye?
It is highly disappointing that Uddhav Thackeray is giving his verdict before any probe. And he is saying that this is a misunderstanding. And lynching has got a new category by the Shiv Sena, CPM and other secularist forces. The other lynchings were without misunderstanding. This lynching is with misunderstanding. This means the Shiv Sena is legitimizing the lynching, and in fact for the sake of power. Just for the sake of power, Uddhav Thackeray has learned so many things so soon. I am reminding him, after the murder of Lakshmananand in 2008, 23rd August 2008, what was the reaction of the Shiv Sena? The first reaction of Shiv Sena was that this is a Maoist and Christian handiwork, missionary and Maoist. The same thing has been repeated. There is a only difference that here allegedly CPM...
But that was 2008.
Yes, 2008. Here CPM and the missionaries, both are working. There is a huge conversion. And these three people, innocent people, who were passing through that, police persons were there. They were previously safeguarded by the police.
No,
Then
but
police
where is the evidence? Where is the evidence?
Sir, the policemen, that constituency is led
That's
by
a
the
fair
CPIM.
point you raise on the role of the police. On the role of missionaries, let me take it to Clyde. Clyde,
let me complete.
you represent the NCP on the broadcast.
Let me complete one more sentence, just a sentence.
Okay, sir, let's take this one by one. You've made a point. You've said missionaries, CPIM, you've said there's a role of conversion. Okay, Clyde Crasto, quickly respond.
No, Gaurav, you have to allow me to speak and give me a little time, okay? Now, Mr. Rakesh Sinha is a very learned man, and I'm actually surprised the way he's talking. And
Go ahead,
what
sir.
he says, it sounds like a complete, duplicity in his statement. Now, he goes on to say that Mr. Uddhav Thackeray is assuming things and making a statement even before the investigation is done. If that is the case, how is he making these statements even before the investigation is done? Even he's going on saying this has happened, that has happened. Let me tell you very clearly and very categorically that what Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, Honorable Chief Minister, said was, this is what the incident that we know about. Now, investigation is going to get into that whole thing, and then we're going to find out who it is. Now, I urge Mr. Sinha, he has to follow what the Honorable Prime Minister said. The Honorable Prime Minister tweeted a few days ago that let's not get into, communalizing anything. It's a time to fight everything together. So please listen to our Prime Minister. The Home Minister has spoken to Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. He has understood what the whole situation is. They are in talks. Now, none of these two leaders who are there right on top in our country, the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, they have not made any kind of statement that's contrary to what is going on right now. And the rest of the whole cadre or so-called affiliated cadre is talking everything else but trying to sort out the issue. We are in a very, very difficult times right now. We are in a situation where our country is going through turmoil.
Let me take this to Mr. T.R. Kakkar, former Special Secretary Internal Security.
There are two police people who are already suspended.
Mr. Sinha, I'll just come to you in a moment, but let me bring in Mr. Kakkar into this conversation. Mr. Kakkar, is there more to it than meets the eye? Because when you look at images, those horrifying images, the 70-year-old Sadhu is literally holding on to that policeman who leaves him to the wolves.
Can you hear me, Sawant? Sawant Saab, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Go on.
Hello. Okay. Now,
loud and clear.
Look at the sequence. There is a car in which you have three people, a driver and two others. Others happen to be Sant Sadhus in their Bhagwa. Now, the area through which they are passing should normally not have noticed them because they are going through on the road and they have crossed already many sort of villages, etc. Obviously, to me it looks that it is a planned attack by some mischievous persons. There is no doubt about it. I know about that area. That area has a lot of conversion, missionaries, etc., and the communist people are there. Now, that is, having said that, coming to the role of the police. Now, visuals are so clear that nobody needs to explain on the part of the government or anybody that the policemen did their duty or did not do their duty. Policeman, as a matter of fact, pushes that man, the 70-year-old son, to the crowd, who mercilessly beat him and they do nothing. I only hope, wish that this policeman should have protected the fellow even at the cost of his own life, because that is what the policemen are meant for. And or he should have opened fire, killed a few people, which would have been absolutely justified under the law. He did not do it. And then the government...
Clyde, please respond, sir. This entire nation is so proud of Assistant Sub-Inspector Tukaram Ombole, who made the supreme sacrifice of his life, but caught that Pakistani terrorist Kasab during 26/11. And today perhaps the entire nation hangs its head in shame when you look at this police inspector and the other policemen. The sadhus are depending on these policemen to protect them, and they fed them to the wolves. जनता के बीच में छोड़ दिया. How did a mob of 200 assemble in a lockdown, sir?
Now this constable and anybody else, they should be arrested.
Clyde, please respond, sir.
And then try.
Yeah, so can you ask the gentleman to please...
Yes, kindly, Clyde.
Policemen also.
There are two things.
Fair enough,
I'd
Mr.
like to start
Kakkad.
with
Clyde,
two things.
please respond, sir.
Yeah, two things I'd like to start with. First and foremost, whatever has happened is not acceptable, highly condemnable, and whoever was involved in this will be taken care of with the law. The law will take its course. I want to make it very clear. Whether it's the policemen, now see, what they are saying is you're just saying that they were pushed into the crowd and whatever. All that investigation will be done by competent authority. And if all those people involved will go and be booked and, all law action will be taken. The other part is you're talking about how can people come in. There were rumors going on and therefore people arrived. The same thing happened in Surat, the same thing happened in Delhi, the same thing happened here in Mumbai, in Bandra. So when a rumor was going on like that, people assembled and they have broken down the lockdown rules. That is a given fact. The lockdown rules were broken by the villagers of this place. So all those people are already behind bars. All the law that they've broken, whether it's the lockdown law, they took the law in their hands and hitting the sadhus. All these punishments, all the crime that they've committed, they will be booked for that. They will be punished. So nobody is justifying anything. Nobody is saying that what has happened is right. On all grounds, they are wrong. And we cannot sit here and judge.
Rakesh Sinha, please explain, sir. Rakesh Sinha, what is the evidence to suggest that this was pre-planned murder as you claim, sir, or as some are now saying? What is the evidence, sir?
Both the sannyasis were going to attend a funeral, going to attend their guru in Surat, and they were not inside the village. They were on road. That road was very difficult to approach from the villages. And when they were going by a vehicle, they were not roaming in the village. When more than 200 people are being mobilized, they could not be mobilized without the support of a political leader. That constituency is led by the CPM. And the Bhagwa-clad people, let me complete. Bhagwa-clad people cannot be beaten by any Hindu unless until they are caught in certain wrong moral things. And in that case, they were beaten. This is a clearly case that reaching to the clearly case, and that will come after the probe. But I'm making allegation that this is the handiwork of the Christian missionaries and the Marxist party.
Fair enough.
Can I come in?
Shiv Sena has surrendered. Shiv Sena's Hindutva has surrendered.
Okay, of course, Clyde, please respond.
Shiv Sena has become Sonia Sena. They have lost all the moral ground to talk about the Hindu.
Clyde.
The Hindutva, talk about the Sadhus.
Clyde, please respond.
I'm
only Clyde now.
Very surprised.
Go on, sir. Sir, let's accommodate everyone on the broadcast. Let every view come forward.
He's a brilliant intelligence scholar, Rakesh Sinha. But the way he's talking today, I'm feeling a little sad that the way he's talking. Let me tell you one thing. The first thing he said was that they were on the main road and they were not in the village. Let me tell you from the reports that we are getting, they went up to Dadra Nagar Haveli. They were stopped there. They were sent back. Now, while coming back, they took this inside road from the Gadchitli village, and that's when they traveled. And the second part, he's talking about a political leader. Let me tell you, from the last 10 years, the Sarpanch is that of the BJP there. The BJP is running the panchayat there. So the Sarpanch currently, I don't want to take a name on our channel because I don't know if you let it happen, but you go and do a background search. The Sarpanch of that village is a BJP person. So what is Mr. Sinha trying to say? I think Mr. Sinha, the learned scholar that he is, should go back and do a bit of homework for his party or so-called his affiliated party that he supports so much. That the Sarpanch of that village is a BJP.
Perhaps at this point of time, it's for the police to do their homework.
Please go and do a bit of homework.
It's for the police to do their homework. And Mr. Kakkad, I want to bring you in.
Which Nakabandi were they stopped and why did they take the internal route? These are the reports that will come out in the open.
Mr. Kakkad, you've headed the Delhi police. You've handled mobs. But I want to understand from you. Okay, go on, Mr. Kakkad. Okay, Clyde, Mr. T.R. Kakkad wants to respond to you, former Special Secretary Internal Security.
Even if I accept the theory propounded by the last speaker that they went up to that gate and they were coming back and they took that route, is it a crime to take a shorter route? And when they were there, how is it possible that so many, it's not just 2 people, 4 people, over 100 of them get together with their lathi sticks and all that? Do they have so much after all? I do not know if that village is spread over 10 kilometers, or 4 kilometers, or 5. It could be just a frontage of 1 kilometer or so. Not even that. Our villages in those areas. And how is it that so many people barge onto the road and first destroy the vehicles, then take out these people and beat them up mercilessly? Obviously, there was a plan. There was a plan to some extent.
Add here that for the
let's
first
see if
time
this plan is actually unearthed. If there was a plan, and Clyde sincerely hope the Maharashtra police would investigate this in the right earnest. But at the same time, Rakesh Sinha, it also remains a point that the sadhus themselves were in violation of the lockdown orders, and that is why they were not on the highway. They were taking some internal road at night.
For that they could have.
That does not invite for lynching. They could have been arrested. Then I have not justified that the police has done the right thing if they could have arrested for that. But here lynching by the mob was mobilized.
Absolutely.
It was ideologically.
Absolutely. It's the Maharashtra police. The Maharashtra police is on notice.
Uddhav Thakere's argument.
The Maharashtra police very clearly on notice. Gentlemen, we will track the story very closely. I've run out of time on this because as I leave my viewers, Clyde, Rakesh Sinha and Mr. Kakkar, for the moment, many thanks for joining me, gentlemen. It's a very sad day when saints are lynched in a country, and I sincerely hope an investigation is carried out and the truth emerges and the guilty punished. I now want to take you to Uttar Pradesh, where Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, he lost his father. His father was at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. The Chief Minister was holding a meeting. He continued to hold that meeting. He is not attending his father's last rites. He says, I have a bigger responsibility. The responsibility to the people of Uttar Pradesh when there's a war against coronavirus.
Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's father Anand Singh Bisht is no more. He was undergoing treatment for liver and kidney ailments at Delhi's All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Yogi Adityanath was in a meeting when the news of his father's demise reached him. The Chief Minister, however, continued his meeting. Adityanath will not take part in the last rites of his father. He will abide by the nationwide lockdown. The Chief Minister says it was his wish to see his father one last time during his last moments. But due to his responsibilities as a Chief Minister, he could not do so.
The last rites of Anand Singh Bisht will be conducted at his native place in Uttarakhand's Haridwar on Tuesday. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has appealed to his family members that the last rites should be done respecting the social distancing norms.
Several politicians paid condolences to the Chief Minister.
मैं भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूं कि हमारे मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी और उनके परिजनों को इस दुख को सहने की सामर्थ्य प्रदान करें।
अत्यंत दुखद खबर है, लेकिन ये भी सच है कि वो काफ़ी लंबे समय से अस्वस्थ चल रहे थे। मैं उनके लिए अपनी ओर से श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूं और उनका जो परिवार है, बहनें हैं, उनके बेटे हैं, उनके जो चाहने वाले हैं, उन सबको इस कष्ट को सहने की शक्ति परमात्मा दे, ऐसी कामना करता हूं।
Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has set an example by not using his official machinery and special privileges. In this hour of grief, the Chief Minister has shown the rest of the country how a model citizen should act during the lockdown. With Nilanshu Shukla, Bureau Report, India Today.
The Chief Minister has put his people over his family. That is all we have time for on this India First special broadcast. Many thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.